today, who do you think killed her? A random act of violence?
But she didn't die today.
I'm just saying, she's just saying, if anything, because people were messaging her saying, yo, you better be careful because people like you that are saying the shit that you're saying get killed.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. So Adam, that slippery slope from criticizing Israel's government, I don't know how that I would never that slope to get to I hate Jews.
You wouldn't.
No, but
Dan Bilzerian did.
I don't think Dan Bilzerian hates Jews.
In today's video, Vincent Oshana destroys Adam Sosnick in a heated debate on Israel and Gaza. And let me tell you, things get intense. Here's a little snippet.
I didn't. No, I'm not acting. No, you're putting words on my mouth.
You're acting like that's the reason that
I honestly think this debate is even crazier than the one with Bassem Youssef. And just like previous videos, Adam goes all out, being straight up disrespectful and ignorant. And also just like previous videos, PBT is just silent, letting his co-hosts fight like little children. But Vincent is not having any of it and shuts down Adam's claims real quick. So let's dive in and watch how Vincent Oshana absolutely goes off on Adam Sosnick in this heated debate.
I think Dan Bilzerian doesn't like Israel.
You must have not seen... What were the exact words he said about Israel, Pat? I don't want to put words in his mouth.
Israel is not a Jewish person. He doesn't like Israel. Israel. Like Adam, that's like saying, I don't like America. Does that mean
the world's a better place without Israel on the map?
Okay, as a country, but does that mean he hates Jewish people?
So what does that mean? What happens to Israel? What happens to the 10 million people that are living in Israel? That when they're eliminated,
what happens? He didn't say kill them.
What do you think happens to these people?
Off the map.
Take them off the map.
Is the world a better place?
Okay.
Meaning,
for you, I'm asking you, do you think the world's a better place without Israel on the map?
I mean, at this point, no. We have to have them there at this point.
At what point would it be good?
I'm just saying, from when was the Balfour Declaration? When was Israel created? 1948.
Well, the Balfour Declaration was after World War I in 1917, and then Israel was given a state in 1948. By the way, when Israel became a state, you think they just started handing out flowers and bouquets to everyone around? They've been to war with all their Middle Eastern allies. Here's something you need to consider. I said you have allies, you have partnerships, you have trade agreements, you have alliances. Do you realize how many alliances and trade agreements Israel has basically put together with the Arab world? The UAE, Bahrain, Egypt, Jordan, Sudan, Morocco. So you have countries around the Middle East that at one point were at war with Israel. You're like, look, bro, like, why are we fighting these guys? Let's actually make peace with these people and let's see what we can do. And there's a lot of people think that the reason that October 7th is happening is because Trump, who started the Abraham Accords, you're a Trump guy, yes? You're America First guy, yes? Mm-hmm. Trump is the one that moved the U.S. embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that think that they were this close to having a deal with Saudi Arabia and MBS, and that all basically spiraled after October 7th. So why would all these Muslim countries who formerly were at war with Israel start alliances with them? Because they recognize one thing. They might not love Israel. They might not love Bibi Netanyahu, but they recognize what you fail to recognize and what a lot of people fail to recognize. Because if you don't make friends with them, that means you're on the side of the Islamic Republic of Iran. And what happens is they recognize that Iran is the biggest threat in the region to the two things that every country wants: peace and prosperity. So if you look at what's happening in Saudi, and they're entering modernity, if you look at what's happening in UAE, if you look at what's happening in Qatar, if you look at what's happening in Kuwait, all these countries are basically like, yeah, we're done attacking these people. They basically are the same people that realize, you know what, Trump wasn't really the problem. It was actually the deep state. So we're going to align with Trump, even though they thought that Trump was the enemy for years. So you're going to go through pretzels, trying to equivocate, well, I can do this or this. All you're going to do is end up in a corner where it's like, do I pick the allies I have problems with? Or do I pick the enemies that are literally shouting death to America?
Adam pushes the idea that Israel is a peaceful state just trying to survive. But let's be real, Israel was built through war, displacement, and occupation. Vincent points out that when Israel became a state in 1948, it wasn't just about handing out flowers. It involved the ethnic cleansing and the forced removal of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians. Adam also argues that Israel's peace agreements with Arab nations prove its stabilizing force, but that's misleading. Those agreements were made with governments, not the people. And many in the Arab world still oppose Israel's policies. This isn't a simple good versus evil conflict. It's about power, occupation, and control.
Can you
It's not going to work.
So how do you feel about Trump's recent positioning and alignment with Israel?
I think, I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent because it's kind of weird. I just saw the other day, Rob could probably find it. He was speaking somewhere and there was 3 American flags on one side and then 3 Israeli flags on the other side. And I don't know what has happened.
Israeli flags?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 and 3.
Right there.
Can I say something about this? Unless he's speaking in front of AIPAC or in Israel, I'm actually not a fan of this.
I'm with
because
you.
Despite all the arguments we've had, I'm an American. I believe in America first. I don't believe in America only, and we can only take care of our homeland. No, we have problems abroad, clearly.
But hang on.
So I don't know where the speech
tell
was.
Tell me where you are with Trump
and
today.
I respect the hell out of you, Adam, for saying that. Any United States past, present, anybody speaking should only have the American flag behind you, period. Our church has an Israeli flag in the front. The other day I'm like, wait, what? What about the Palestinian? Like, there's Palestinian good people. Yeah, Hamas is, doing what they're doing, but what about Palestine? Anyway, when I see something like this, I almost feel, I'm not a fan, I'm going to be honest with you. I almost feel, Pat, like 2020, what happened? He got cheated. They cheated. He lost COVID, blah, blah. I think this alliance is almost like, hey, listen, you buddy with us, and we won't let what happened in 2020 happen in 2024. I think that's an alliance that he's making.
What's the quote? If you hate America, what does it say? If you hate America, if you want to eliminate Israel, then we don't want you in our country. What do you think about him saying that?
Well, if you want to eliminate,
I guess Dan Bilzerian needs to leave.
I think. Listen, and I don't. By the way, I don't know Dan Bilzerian's exact what he's talking about. If he's saying disperse,
you didn't watch the interview with Pat?
No, I watched it. But when he says Israel, the world would be a better place without Israel. Do you think that he thinks right now nuke it and get rid of everybody, or break it up as a country and get everybody out of there? Where do you really think he thinks?
Does it even make a difference?
Yeah, no, but hold on.
Basically, what he's saying is everything that's going on there, this democracy called Israel with all those Jews. We don't even want that on earth anymore. That's how I process that.
I don't think he thinks what you're thinking. I'm not a fan of this at all.
Why are you apologizing for Dan Bilzerian?
No, I'm not apologizing for anybody. He's his own grown man. You could have that conversation with him. What I'm saying is,
think he meant?
I don't like that
He wants to play hide and seek with the Jews. 10 million of them.
You think Dan Bilzerian right now with that comment meant go and blow it up and kill all the people that are there, the innocent, everybody, women, everybody.
I actually literally think that's what he meant.
I don't think so.
He said the world would be a better place without Israel.
If England didn't give Israel that land, they gave it to him and did what they did to the Palestinians. He's saying the world would be a better place. He's not saying kill them.
You know what else would kill me? You not subscribing. So if you've enjoyed this video so far, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. Now Adam tries to make it sound like criticizing Israel means wanting it wiped off the map, which is just dishonest. Vincent makes it clear calling out Israel's government and its policies isn't the same as hating Jewish people or supporting Hamas. Adam plays into the classic if you're not fully pro-Israel, you must be anti-Semitic argument, which is literally just designed to shut down any real discussion.
Okay,
he's saying...
So if that's the case, I have to just stop you. You're acting like Israel's the biggest problem in the Middle East.
No, you're putting words on my mouth.
You're acting like that's the reason that Afghanistan, Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, half the countries are falling apart.
Going back to my point, why are we talking about Israel? Why is Candace talking about Israel? Why is Israel the big talk of the town for the past, when was October 7th? Since October 7th, that's all people, but that's the main event is that. And why, Adam? And we've asked this.
Because anti-Semitic people like them keep talking about Israel.
No, ready for this? No, because I've asked this a bunch of times, and Steve Kirby said it. Because remember, 9/11 happened how long ago? How long ago, Rob?
23 years.
23 years ago. To this day, real people that are awake know what happened on 9/11, who was really in charge, and what happened, and how they set it up.
Right.
And
you're the real people?
Yeah, Adam.
Okay,
you know what?
You know what happened on 9/11, but not our actual CIA, FBI.
Adam, you trust the government. You go ahead and do that.
No, I'm going to trust Vinny.com.
Yeah, no, Adam.
That's
Vinny, then how did Vinny know shit that you didn't know? Because I was in during 9/11, and I knew.
Do you remember when Candace Owens hitched her entire career to the fact that Emmanuel Macron's wife was a man?
Guess what? I still believe that.
You still believe
I believe it.
Okay.
Yeah, because they haven't proved me wrong. Number two, so that 9/11 happened, and we still don't have the answers, okay? October 7th happened. The biggest failure of the biggest security freaking guarded spot. You've been to Israel. For 6 hours they did what they went. Where's the accountability of when are we going to find out what happened, Adam? Ready? When 30 years from now, where they're going to go, actually, Benjamin Netanyahu, yeah, they knew and they turned the other cheek.
Adam literally acts like Israel is the center of every global issue, dismissing criticism as just anti-Semitic. But Vincent isn't buying it. He points out that Israel has been the main focus since October 7th, while other conflicts and humanitarian crises are ignored. And why is that? Because whenever Israel is criticized, people like Adam immediately label it as hatred rather than discussing real facts. Adam dodges questions and sticks to his one-sided narrative. Vincent, on the other hand, isn't afraid to dig deeper and ask uncomfortable questions. At the end of the day, Vincent just has fully exposed the flaws in Adam's argument here, showing that blindly siding with Israel while ignoring their actions isn't an honest take. But if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comment section down below.